Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that we link with a January transfer move to Arsenal. Now, first of all, yesterday's game against Nottingham Forest, the humiliation of Arsenal being knocked out of the FA Cup by a championship team. You know what? It happens. Giant killings happen. It's the first time it's ever happened that Arsene Wenger's been knocked out in the third round of the FA Cup. So it happens. It happens to the biggest and best of teams. But it was the manner in which Arsenal got beaten yesterday, was the humiliation of just the whole, everything about it, the team selection and the defending in the game was absolutely diabolical. I'm sure you've all seen the screenshots of our comical defending on the first goal, where we've got a line, to defend the guys who are going to be running in. Holding that like that's a line where if anybody goes beyond that, that's offside. But then we've got two other players beyond that in a wall. So the Nottingham Forest player says, hang on a minute, I'm just going behind here and score. Which is exactly what he did. And Per Mertesacker was out there. He's supposed to be the leader of the defence. How did he allow that to happen? Rob Holding, now, guy is supposed to be a great prospect. I still think he is. He was there. Debuchy was there. It was horrific. Now, if Arsene Wenger doesn't see the need to bring in a defender in January, an experienced, top-class defender, I really don't know what he's being paid for, if I'm being honest. I mean, it's obvious to every Arsenal fan, not just this year, last year, the year before, the year before that, the year before that we need a defender, a top-class defender, and we need a holding midfielder. And fair play to Liverpool, I've seen them. They see it's a big problem. All right, I know they've got masses of money in for the Coutinho thing. They knew that was coming, so they was able to go and get Van Dijk. But they've addressed it. Will Arsenal address that problem this month? Now, we had the links yesterday to Johnny Evans from West Bromwich Albion. As I said yesterday, not everybody's kettle, of tea. Not a lot of Arsenal fans seem to rate this guy. But if I'm being honest, when I look at Johnny Evans and the way he plays compared to some of our defending this season, he is way better than a lot of the defenders that we've got. Now, as I said yesterday, Man City have been linked with him, Arsenal have been linked with him, but Arsene Wenger saying yesterday that he's got no interest, he doesn't know where this has come from in signing Johnny Evans. We know that Arsenal were linked to him in the summer. Is it going to be that the only guy is going to be Mavropanos, who they've brought in, who's just a youngster? Even Wenger himself has said, we need a defender, and we need a defender right now. And is Arsene Wenger going to get that done in January? And is Johnny Evans even the answer? If not, who should we be going to get? But I'm really, it's exasperating, just to see the state of our defending at the moment. I think it's amongst the worst in the league. We are so easy to score against, and we've got to do something about it. Alexis Sanchez. Now, we could lose our best player, of course, this month of January. We know he's going to be going at the end of the season. There's lots of rumours going around yesterday that it's on the verge of happening, that Arsenal and Manchester City have been negotiating over the deal. Man City willing to pay about £17 million. Arsenal said to want 35 million. Could this happen this month? And if it does happen, number one, what state is Arsenal going to be left in? Because let's be honest right now, he's our best player, he's our top scorer, even though he's been having a poor season. He is by miles our best player, him and Mesut Ozil. If he goes, will Arsenal bring in a replacement? That is the thing. And they got to move fast, whatever they're doing, because now Liverpool got a load of money burning a hole in their pocket from the sale of Coutinho. They might go after Lamar. Monaco will know that, Arsenal are desperate. Liverpool are desperate if they do come. So the price will be high. Mahrez, the price will be high on that. But are Arsenal making any decisive moves to bring in a replacement for Alexis Sanchez should he go? We do not want a last-minute situation at the end of this month. If he's going to go, they need to let him go now and then bring in a replacement immediately. But do we have confidence in him? No, that's the answer. And then there's Mesut Ozil, today being linked with a move to Juventus. Juventus said to be really interested in bringing Ozil over there to Italy. According to outlets in Italy, they'd like to get a deal done this January if they possibly could. If not, they're willing to wait till the summer, but they'd love to bring him in January. Again, Arsenal said to be looking for about £35 million if they are to let Mesut Ozil go. Again, why are Arsenal not trying to get this deal done for Ozil to either stay? If he's not staying in January, identify a replacement and bring that replacement in. We need to be decisive in what we're going to do. But again, it just seems to be dragging on. There's lots of dithering. It is a total disgrace, our transfer dealings and policies over the last couple of seasons. And it's culminated in this absolute mess that we've got right now with all of these top players. You know, we don't know whether they're coming and going, and something has to be sorted out. And then we've got players, in Theo Walcott in particular, that he's on such high wages, it's really hard to move him on. It seemed obvious to me, watching him play yesterday, that he needs a move. He needs a move for himself, because it's just not happening for him at Arsenal. And Arsenal need to move on from Theo Walcott. You know, he's been here for a long time. It hasn't worked out. He could go somewhere else, I think, and he could do well. I don't think he's a bad player. I really don't. But his time at Arsenal, we can see it. Every fan can see it, is over. They need to move him on. But again, they seem to be having problems moving him on because of the high wages he's on. AC Milan, who were linked with him, have come out today and said, you know what? We're not really interested in Theo Walcott. Who would be after yesterday's game? I mean, he was poor. So again, problem moving players out. Debuchy's another one. Problem getting him out of the club at the moment. There was even rumours going around that he could be part of the West Brom deal to try and bring Johnny Evans in. Who knows? But problems moving players out. Problems moving players in. Problems keeping players. Arsenal Football Club for you. Let me know what you think. You know what? I'd like you to suggest to me some defenders that Arsenal could bring in, because after yesterday's game, and even watching us with the first team, let's have it right, the first team ain't been much better. The defensive area at the moment is appalling. We need a commanding defender, a defender with leadership qualities. A Tony Adams, Sol Campbell, that sort of player is what we need right now. Is that type of player out there? If they are, let me know who that is in the comments below. Thanks for watching Transfer Daily today.
Subscribe to ArsenalFanTV.